Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Yes, it is. It is Saturday morning. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Jade, good morning, everybody, as you're coming in. TAP. J.O., good morning to you. Good to see you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. As you're coming in, TAP, Mr. Dave, there he is. We got a lot of stuff to go over this morning. We got Tesla currently up here on the chart from yesterday. Hello, Lady Bambi. Good to see you. Day Trade, good to see you. King, hello. Faji King, good morning to you. Bill Boyle, there he is. We got the Night Star on the board. We got to hammer those Night Stars. Let's go, let's go. Raymond, good morning to you. We're going to go over everything today. Who's ready for some education today? Who's ready for some free education? Mr. Dave with the $1.99 super chat. We're going to give you some good education. Day Trade, good morning to you. All we ask that you do as you're coming in is do this on your phone. You'll see hearts that come up. Just keep going, baby. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. Good morning. Neeler, no EMAs, SMAs. Money Talk, thank you for the GG. Laurie Smith with the love you. We love you, Laurie. Yes. Thank you, JDM, with the chili. Only did. Here they come. What stock is most likely to double in the next 12 months, Matthew? Right out of the gate. Right out of the gate. Wizard. What stock is going to double in the next 12 months? Tell me, Wizard. Got it. Thank you, Wizard. Thank you. Matthew, VOSS will double in the next 12 months. VOSS. VOSS. Okay? Make sure you get in that one. That's a good one, my babies. Good morning, everybody. Jules, good morning. 8-figure, yes. Marcus, good morning to you. The short squeeze on Voss. Good morning, guys. All we ask that you do throughout the live is TAP. Come on, let's get to 200,000 on a Saturday. Kaysen, good morning to you. All right, we're going to do some free education today. I'm feeling good. There he is. Marcus with the first night star. What's up, Pedro? Happy weekend, Laurie Smith. You. Let's go, everybody. Who's that? 8-figure, the facial blaster. Who's ready for some? You're welcome, Matthew. Who's ready for some? Matthew, we just don't know. We just don't know. Nobody knows. I wish we did. You're welcome, Pedro. Sahira is here. Hello, Sahira. See, Avi, stay on here. We're gonna go over all of that, okay? All right, let's get to work, everybody. I'm feeling Uchi Gucci. All right, yesterday on Tesla, we put these resistance lines in. Remember? We put these resistance lines in. I also marked it out with a box. You can look at the recording from yesterday on YouTube. As you can see on Tesla, we came up and rejected right off this level and whammo to the downside. Why? Here's what you need to know. Why? 451, 450 area. What was that major rejection? It is higher time frame pivots, everybody. Higher time frame pivots. So many traders we see that trade on a 1-2 minute chart, and they don't do very well. They don't even look at higher time frames. They may look at it, before the market goes off for 3 hours before, as they're drawing their trend lines and all the nonsense. But they really don't know when the market bell goes off what those higher time frames are actually doing. They have no clue. So they're trying to go long. They think Tesla's going to the moon at the open, and then they get that major rejection. And this is one of those trades. If you don't know what's happening in your higher time frames, when we open traders, we're not going long into this disaster right here. I said it over and over again. I drew the box like 10 times yesterday. Do not go long into this box. Well, there are traders who try to, as you can see from the rejection here. And then they got wiped right off the map. Look at this, all the way back down. That is over $11, $12 move to the downside. Now, most of them probably hung on for dear life, praying that it came back up, okay? And then here's something you need to know. All right, we're going to pull this back. So as Tesla tries to rebound off the 15-minute 200, these people that are hanging on for dear life from up here are going to start selling as this comes up because they want to hedge their losses. They want to get back as much as possible. And then once they realize they're out, this is fear, the rest is over with. All right. So a lot of people, that's why you must know your retracement levels, traders. Look at this move to the downside right before. OK, that's your 25. That's your 50% retracement level right here. Right to the 25. Boom. It's over. You must get back over that 50 to come through the wickets back to the upside. You're not doing anything long, my beauties. Right here. Look, let me get this a little bigger for you. We are doing nothing long. See this line to the downside here? You aren't thinking about anything green to the upside until you cross over right here, that green with a retest. Does everybody see that? Very, very important. You're not looking to go long down here or down here or here or here or here. Nothing. That's where the amateur lives, okay? The professional lives up here because they know their retracement levels. We never made it up here. We didn't even touch the 50% level. So you are only thinking short. But you're not just going to take it randomly. You need an event to give you the signal to go short on this, okay? So look, my beauties, let's review. This was the rejection that we had up here. This was the move to the downside. Whoa, baby. Let me get my line. This was the move to the downside. We don't think about anything long until we get over that green bar. Does everybody understand this? Corthy SM, yes it is. Over there on the tubes. Let's go. Tippity tap, tippity tap. Boop, boop, boop. Okay? Do we got it? Good. So that was Tesla yesterday. We can take that off the board now. Let's go over to AMD. And I want you guys to really understand this, okay? You guys really need to understand this. Yesterday on AMD, here's the level I had marked out. Here's the whip zone right here that we mark out every morning. Here's your whip zone. And I said, if we get under this level here with a retest, we're coming through. If we hold this level, you're going up. Look, the level's still there. Everyone got it? Good. Now, as we pull this back, my beauties, and this is some of the education that you will get in the VIP. This gapped and napped, okay? So you get the move to the upside. Here it is. Boom. Let me make that a little thicker for you. That's what she said. Hold on, everybody. There's our move to the upside. Where are we thinking short? We are not thinking anything short until we get under the red bar. That is when we're thinking short. When we're above this level right here, we are thinking long. We are looking for our next play. We are above the major retracement level. You are not thinking short. You are only thinking long, but you need an event. You need an event, traders, okay? And then you take that to the upside. A lot of our VIP traders got AMD up. A couple got this short here, which I'm not happy about. And then the rest got this this long to the upside. And then AMD gapped and napped. That was it, okay? We pulled this back. AMD yesterday just napped on the vine right here, okay? You get the gap right here, boom. You get your one leg up, and then you nap the rest of the way on AMD. Now, let's go over to Nvidia, to the moon. Yes, it is on Nvidia. Let's see what we got. Nvidia, here's our whip zone, okay? Whip zone. Let me move this up. Here's our whip zone right here, where the arrows are. You open in position 1. Well, position 2. You get the bottoming tail candle, and then you make your move to the upside. Okay? You make your move to the upside. Now, look, my beauties. Here we go again. Over and over. 1. Okay? Well, let me do a green bar here because we're to the upside. I don't want to confuse you. Here's our move to the upside, right? Where is our key level? Wham! Right there. Look at that. We did not get under that key retracement level. So you are thinking what? What is your best play going to be? Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay? Too many traders out there. What's happening is you missed the move. So a couple things happen. Let me tell you what the amateur trader does. And when we use the word amateur or novice, we're not saying bad things. It's just, what are we going to call you? New? Okay, we'll say new. So the new trader, they miss this move to the upside. Now they get fear of missing out. So what do? They start beating on this drum to the upside right here. Right there. We're going to the moon. It's going. Nvidia, all-time highs to the moon. Yes. No, that's not going to work because you don't know market cycle. All right? So all roads, remember, lead back to the 20. All roads. We know that. All roads lead back to the 20. But just because you come back to the 20 doesn't mean short. We're shorting it. No, that's your move up. That is your key 50% retracement level. You never got under this for a breaker structure to the downside. Once we get under that 50 right here, with a retest, it's lights out. You will come back. Okay, traders? You have to understand this. We stayed above the 50% zone. So you are thinking long. We never got under it. Did this gap, let me say, yeah, we never got under it. So let's look at the big picture here. Guys, you get VIP. Are they getting golden nuggets right now? Are they getting golden nuggets right now? I feel juicy today. That's your 50%, okay? We never got under that for a short to the downside. Now, when we get under this 50% right here, folks, to the downside, woo! When we get under that 50% to the downside, that's when you're going to get your good $2 per share shorts to the downside. These reversals here, you'll get a little scalp short, but that's not what you're looking for. When you are a real trader, you have to be in a trade for minimum 5 minutes. You're not just getting in and out, in and out. Look, this is what an amateur trader will do right here. Let me show you. right? It pulls back, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. You're not going to win and be consistent every month. There's no scalper that's consistent month on month on month. They may have a winning day once in a blue moon, but the most of their month are red. How many of you here have tried scalping before? Put me in the chat. Put me in the chat. YouTube, look at all those people over here on TikTok. How many people have tried scalping as a trader? Who's tried scalping? Put me in the chat. Right? Yeah. You're in, you're out. Look, you're in, you're out. You're in, you're out. You're in, you're out. You're in, you're out. And then you go look at your profit and loss and you're like, oh man, I didn't make anything. I lost money. How the hell is that possible? In, out, in, out, in, out. Well, there's a reason why you're doing this. You didn't just start becoming a trader and all of a sudden you're like, I'm in, I'm out. I'm in, I'm out. No, what you did was you tried to stay in a trade. You tried, because most new traders, they try to get the home run trade. They want it all in one shot. We're going to the moon, right? And it doesn't happen. You wind up losing big. You lose an account, God forbid. So then all those losses of you holding and holding and holding, you mess with your mind now. So you say to yourself, you ready? We've all done it. We've all have done this. Well, I'm staying in too long. What if I just get in and out really quick and I'll scalp it? In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. But then you go back and look and you're still red every month. You're like, what the hell is going on? Traders, the more trades you take, the more you will lose. Write that down. The more you trade, the more you will lose. So every time you go to take a trade, you have a very good chance of losing that trade. When you get beyond this number right here, 3 trades, look out. You're going to start losing. Anyone who tells you, I took 15 trades today and I made $30,000. No, you didn't. You're making yourself think that. You want to act like you know what you're doing and you're trying to make other people believe that, but you didn't. The odds, 92. So you're telling me out of 100 people, you are one of the 8 that were able to pull that off. there ain't no way, Johnny boy. Not happening. The odds are against you. You did it. But instead of you learning how to trade properly, you are more into trying to convince others that you're good at this instead of being honest with yourself and becoming good at this. Does that make sense? You're wasting too much time. Like I tell my VIP traders, we are not in a fraternity. Nobody cares how popular you are. Nobody cares. All you should care about in there is yourself and doing well and learning and helping people, okay? With some questions. How do I put this on my chart? How do I put that on my chart? But in the end, my beauties, it's you versus you in the stock market or whatever market you're trading. It's you versus you. There is nobody coming to help you. Nobody is coming to save you once you're in a trade. It is you versus you. You can watch every live trader that's out there. No one is going to save you. Okay? Nobody. It is you versus you. The 4th Night Star. Who was that? And then we're going to do some more free education. Thank you, Hillary. She's back. My Hillary. Goddess. Bill Boyle. Crane. Kay Braden. Make sure, guys, we finish off these roses. What do you call this thing? Night Star. Finish that off. All right. So now we know our retracement level. Okay? We know we got to stay above or below that number. To the downside, you're just doing the reverse. Okay? Now at the open, what are 3 things? Well, I'm going to say 2 things. What are 2 things at the open that we got to use the 90% number because that's the amount that fail. What is 90% of people don't know these 2 things at the open? Does anybody know what they are? Right before the bell goes off, these traders don't know these 2 things. What are they? Wait. No, not wait. What are they, my beauties? Gap? Nope, not the gap. Well, kind of. Your state of your stock, and we're going to go over this real quick for you. State and position of your stock. Most traders don't even know what that is. And those that do never get the correct state of position because they have pre and post market. You have extended hours turned on. You got to get those extended hours turned off, folks. Just listen to me, okay? listen to me. I don't care what anyone tells you. All these other people have been telling you to put your extended hours on, use RSI, use MACD, opening range breakout, fair value gap, yada, yada, yada. How's that working out for you? Okay? So I need you to listen. Mr. Dave, yes, it is. State and position. There are 7 positions at the open. 7. Okay? You have, there's 3. Here is your whip zone. Okay? And there's your other 3. You got 7 positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does everybody got it? Those are your 7 positions. There are too many amateur traders who are trying to go long here. Too many amateur traders who are trying to go short here. Does everybody follow me right now? Does everybody follow me? Are we there? Are we there? Are we good? Write this down. When you go long at the open here, you're going to lose. When you try to go short here, it's going to come back against you. You're going to lose. How many of you have taken trades in these positions at the open? Put me in the chat. If you have taken a position 3 long at the open, put me. If you took a position 3 as a short at the open, put me in the chat. It doesn't go well. It doesn't go well. Why doesn't it go well? Why are you most of the time, 80% of the time, going to come back here at the open and go up this way at the open? Why? Why? Why is that? What are these people doing when they hear the bell go off? When the bell goes off, ding, 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 they're selling. Okay? They're selling. You're getting selling pressure now because they're making their money on their gap. Then you have me and your shorters that come in and hammer that thing to the downside. And you're trying to go long against all of that. No, 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 no. To the downside, they are covering their position here. The market is going to move up. Me is going to come in, and we're going to beat on that drum for longs to the upside because I know my state and my position. What else do we know, traders? What else do we know about this? We just talked about it earlier. Here's your whip zone. What is usually near your whip zone? What is usually near? The heartbeat of the market. All roads come back to the heartbeat, okay? All roads come back to the heartbeat. Do we got it? Are we good so far? Okay, position 3. Let me pull this up for you. VWAP? No, we don't use VWAP. Silly people use VWAP. All right. What position is this up here? Thank you for the follows, everybody. I appreciate you. What position is this? Yes, the heartbeat and everything you're going to learn in the VIP. How do you get into the VIP? You are going to head over to theVossTrading.com. Right here, my beauties. Whoop. TheVossTrading.com. That's how you get into our VIP. It's what I'm teaching you right now. Times that by 1,000. All right? The link is in my YouTube and TikTok bio. What position are we in up here? We're in position 3. What did I just tell you? All roads. We're not going long up here. Where are you going? You're not going long up in position 3. Where are you going? You're not going anywhere. Okay? Now, remember what we talked about earlier? Are you ready for the oh crap moment? Who's ready for the oh crap moment? Put me in the chat. Oh boy. Don't forget, we have the live goal right here. We got to hammer those night stars. Thank you, Anya, Ethan, Mooney, Mr. Dave. Finish off those night stars. Are we ready for the moment? Here it comes. Look, there's your 50, right? Under it, retest, lights out. Whoa! How about that, everybody? Woo! Woo! And you're over here messing with RSI, MACD. This is what our VIP charts look like. Okay? This is what our VIP charts look like. There are too many traders that come into our VIP, for the love of God. And I say, let me see your chart. Post one of your trades. Okay? And you got things swinging from left to right, right? Swinging. We got trend lines everywhere, horizontal lines. What the hell is going on? We got volume, MACD, RSI. That would drive you insane. That's going to drive you insane. You know what this does when we see a chart like this? Right? You're scrolling through TikTok and you come over somebody to either have 50 screens that they're showing you or they have a chart that looks like this. This is what you are going to do. You ready? Everybody, are we ready? This is what I want you to do. I want you to do this. And then do this. And run away. Run as fast as you can. Run, Forrest, run! Run away from them. Okay? I've never met a trader, and you all have had charts that look like this, right? Do you now currently or have you before had a chart that looked like this? Put me in the chat. To Sammy, we'll go over that in a second, okay? We'll go over that in a second, to Sammy. We'll go over that. 50 MA? No, that's not a 50 MA. No, we don't use any of that garbage. Look at all these me's in here. Did it help you? Having a chart like this help you become a consistent, profitable trader every month? Every month. Too many of you are judging your trading by every day. You're going to drive yourself insane. It's every month you go back and review your trades. Every month, okay? You're not going to win like this because you know what this creates right here? This mess. You know what this creates? Analysis paralysis. So this is you before you get into a trade. Okay? The stock's moving. Volume, let me check. MACD, RSI. Am I by my trend line? Okay, I think I'm in. No, I'm out. I'm in, I'm out. No, I'm not sure. I'm in. Oh, am I going in? Oh, no, am I going in? Oh, am I going now? Is the sun aligned with Uranus? Did I hear the birds chirping? Is it time to get into the trade yet? And by the time you convince yourself to get in, you're up here. Because now you think this is convincing to get in for a long. Whammo! Position 3, market cycle. You're not going long there. No longs there. Okay? Clouds at RSI. Take the garbage off. It doesn't work. I promise you. If RSI, MACD, Bollinger Bands, your sisters, this and that, if all of that worked, you'd be rich. Right? All right. So let's take a look here on. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Okay. What position are we in up here? What position are we in up here? I'm just going and pulling all the threes. This is the next. This was the 3 that was before the current 3 that we were in. We are in position 3, right? Look, are we ready? There's your move up. We're not touching this to the upside. See how whippy it is? Look at this. Well, first of all, you're running into the 200, but we're not doing anything there. Look. Retest. Whammo! There it is again. How about that? Hello, Texas. You see? All right. Possession 3. You now know not to go long. If you understand this, put me in the chat. Put me in the chat if you now understand not to go long in position 3. So let me go over this for all of you. This is the amateur trader, all right? The amateur trader is trying to catch this move in the market. Does everybody know what that is? Right there. This is what the novice trader is trying to do in the market every day. They're trying to catch a move that starts here and ends here. And this is what creates you becoming a scalper, because it's never going to happen. You know what the pro does? 1, 2, done. 1, 2, done. The pro is capturing a little bit of the market. The amateur is trying to catch the entire market move. You know how many VIP traders that come in that are brand new and say, they do this all the time when they're brand new. And I say, all right, I'm glad they do it because now I know what I'm working with. They'll say, hey, Voss, how can I catch the entire move? And I say to them, no, you are not looking to catch the entire move. You are looking to catch pieces of the move. Okay? Remember, 1 to 3 trades a day. That is what you're looking to catch. Pieces of the move. Well, I don't want to catch pieces. I want to catch the whole thing, boss. Not going to happen. All right? You are catching pieces of the move in the market. You're never going to catch the whole move in the market. Anyone you talk to about trading, oh, yeah, I catch it all. We had a VIPer like that. I get it all. I can't post my trades because I'm so good. I catch all of the market. And I don't want everyone else to get upset that I catch all of the market. Who remembers that person? Do we remember that person? Mr. Dave. Yes, it is. Thank you, Mr. Dave. I love you, Mr. Dave. Thank you so much. Keep tapping, everybody. We are at 50,000. I like it. All right, hold on. I got to set this up. And we're going to do more education coming up. Are we ready? Who wants some more free education? Who wants some more free education? You got it, XZN. You got it, my brother. Yep. All right, TAP right now. Let's get to 70,000 TAPs. Yeah, scalping is avoided. When we say you are catching these moves, Aaron, look, when we are catching these moves here, okay, these aren't scalping moves. You're still going to be in these trades anywhere between 5 and 15 minutes. The average trade I'm in is about 15 minutes each trade. That's the average, okay? RSI and clouds is all you need. Let's go. Are we ready? Wizard, yes. Should I use RSI and clouds? Thank you, Wizard. I appreciate, thank you. These are clouds, everybody. The only thing these are going to do for you is rain on your trading. Whoa! It's going to rain on your trading. Yes, it is. Everyone, hashtag rain in the chat. Happy. Good to see you, Ralphie. Ralphie boy, good to see you over there. These are right here on the higher time frame. So on your execution time frame between 9:30 and 9:45, you are going to have the 20 and the 200 only on your chart, okay? The 2-minute, 20, and 200 is going to give you the state of your stock. There are 3 states. You'll learn all of that in the VIP, okay? Those are how you base your state off of. We are going to put on your 5, 15, 1 hour, and daily the 8, the 20, and the 200. The only thing you're doing on the higher time frames, the daily, the hourly, and the 15, okay, is looking to make sure we are not trying to go short into one of these, okay? We're not going short into one of these. We're not trying to go long into this mess. We want to make sure we have clear skies. So think of it this way, traders, and this is going to help you out dramatically. When you have your multiple time frames that we're going to teach you how to trade on, we're going to teach you how to trade on multiple time frames. You're going to have an execution time frame, and the execution time frame is going to be the 1. When I say to you the 1, what does that mean? Thank you, Jules. Thank you, Crane. I appreciate it. Mr. Dave, thank you all so much. Anya, Mr. Dave, Crane Tails, thank you. Correct. The 5-minute chart is the 1. That is where you're going to make your living on, the 5-minute. Most people don't like to trade on the 5 because they're not patient enough to wait for a correct trade. So they'll trade on the 1-minute or 2-minute and lose over and over, okay? That's why they lose. Ever hear the word false breakouts? You probably have a lot of those because you're trading on the wrong time frame. The 5-minute is the 1. That is your execution time frame. That is where you're going to make your living. Before you take a trade on the 5, what do you have to do? Before we take a trade on the 5-minute, the 1, what do we have to do first? What's the first thing you would do before you took a trade on the 5-minute? Let's say you have your A+ set up. It's ready to go. The 5-minute's good. What do we do next? You're going to check Big Brother. You're going to check that 15-minute to make sure Big Brother says, you got it, kid. Go get it on the 5. You're also going to check your 1 hour and daily to make sure you have room to take that trade. Because why would you take a trade long when your 15-minute, you're running into resistance, You get over resistance, under support. And you need the higher time frames in order to make those decisions on your 5-minute chart. Most people just have this up, the 2-minute. And they're trying to trade. Look, they're trying to trade all these moves. It's not going to work because by the time you get over here or over here for a good trade, you're already lost in this mess here. You already took your 20 trades for today, right? And now you're like, oh, man, you're screaming, you're yelling, you're throwing. Anyone who calls you, what do you want? Because you don't know what you're doing. All right, what else do we want to learn? Let's see. I'm going to ask this question, and I'm going to answer it for you. What is the biggest thing you struggle with? If there was one thing that you could get help with as a trader, one thing, you're like, oh, my God, this thing kills me all the time. What is it? M.A., Neeler, M.A. Consistent? Yeah, well, setup, okay. Emotions, okay. Being patient, okay. Setup, okay. So a lot of you have said setup and emotions, they tie into each other. You know why you have problems with this, emotions and setup? Because you don't know how to trade. You don't know what you're looking for. You're just guessing. So let me tell you about a guessing trader. A trader that guesses, they are what? What is a guessing trader? They're not patient. Because they know deep down in their subconscious, they have no idea what they're doing. So anything a little bit of green, they're going to think they're going long. Anything a little bit of red, they think they're going short. So you don't know how to be patient because you don't know what you're looking for. How can you be patient if you don't know what you're looking for? Does that make any sense, traders? No, right? So you have to know what you are looking for. In the VIP, we're going to teach you a few things. We're going to teach you break a structure. We're going to teach you A+ setups, okay? We're going to teach you cycle out reversal. We are going to teach you double tops and double bottoms, okay? And you are going to learn, this is just a tip of the iceberg, all your retracement levels. You are not going to draw Fibonacci nonsense. You're not going to draw lines all over your chart. You are going to see it with your eyes and what you see on my chart. That's it. That is how you become a trader, a good trader. What is the one characteristic that a good trader can do? What is one characteristic? The one thing I know somebody's really, really good at this. You know what it is? And now traders, while you're answering that, when you know breaker structure, you know double tops, double bottoms, what an A+ setup looks like, what a cycle out reversal looks like, where your retracement levels are, now you can be patient and wait for those setups. You're going to see the setup coming a mile away. VIP traders, now that you know what you're doing, can you see one of your setups setting up in front of you between 9:30 and 9:45 a.m.? Put yes or no in the chat. I'll let them answer. Why am I going to answer? I've been doing this 21 years. I can see it coming from, hello, California. See? You know when it's coming. You know when the cycle out reversal is coming. And how do they know this? Because they can predict the market? Nobody can predict the market. The only thing we see coming is the setup. We don't know what the result of the setup is going to be. See, that's the difference between good traders and bad traders. Bad traders think they can predict what's going to happen. Good traders can spot the setups and then execute. We still have no control over what the trade is going to do. We have zero control if it's going to go up or down. I hope you do realize this, everybody. Okay, Bongo, hello. Listen to me. There is only one thing in the market we control. What is the one thing in the market we control? This very thing is the only thing we control. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We also have a rose goal up on the board, everybody. Hammer that. Risk. The only thing we control is risk, getting out of a trade. That is the only thing we control. When anybody gets into a trade, we have no control over it going up or down in our favor. Zero. The only thing we control is our risk. Risk, 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 risk. Now, I'm going to say something right now that might get people a little, oh, man. Really? Oh, man. In order to be a good monthly consistent trader, remember, you are basing your trades over a month. At the end of the month, were you green or were you red? That's all you're worried about. In order to be a good trader, okay, you will never be a great trader. Nobody, me, nobody. Nobody's a great trader. The best we can do is good. There's only one thing you can be great at when it comes to trading. In order to be a good trader, you must be a great loser. There's a difference here, okay? If you are great at losing in the market, you will be a good trader. Do you all understand that? I need you to really digest that. Because all of you are trying to be great winners. You're never going to be a great winner. Never. You will be a good winner. You got to be a great loser. Great loser. Say that. Hashtag great loser, great loser, great loser. Because we have no control over the outcome of the trade going in our favor. So we can't be great at it. We can only be good at it. But the one thing we can control is risk. So we can be great at losing because we can control that. Do you all understand this, everybody? I need you to all digest this. Listen to me, man. Okay? We have no control over the outcome, so we can't be great at that, or something we have no control over. We can be good at it by trading setups and know when they're coming. High probability setups. Doesn't mean they're still going to win, but we're great at risk management. So before you take a trade, there are two things you need to know right before you enter the trade. As you see the setup forming, you are now calculating. Look, you are now calculating right here. You get the move to the upside. You missed that. We don't go chasing that for a long. Why not? Now, folks, you are going to get a masterclass right here. All right? Listen to me right now. There are two things we do before we enter a trade. We miss this move to the upside. Let me get rid of this here and make it smaller. We missed this move to the upside. Market cycle tells us we are going to get a pullback on the cycle, okay? Which we get right here. That red candle is part of the cycle pulling back. People are collecting profits. We're getting a pullback on this. As I see this forming, I'm still above the 50% level. What am I thinking? I'm thinking a long. I'm not thinking a short. I'm not thinking a short. I'm in a narrow state. I'm just getting a regular market cycle pullback on this. I missed the move to the upside. But I know when I'm going to get in. I'm not getting in on this third green candle that winds up being red. No, I'm not doing that. I am waiting for my what? My event to take place. So I know when my event's going to be. As I see this red candle close red, I see this candle open, I see this green candle moving up, I already calculated my what? What are the two things right here? What are they? Correct, Hammer. Yes. Correct, Hammer. You need to know your risk and reward. How do you know how long you're staying in the trade if you don't know what you're risking? Now, let me tell you what a non-professional trader does, okay? They are going long up here. They have no idea where they're getting out. They don't know what they're risking. They're just going in and hope it goes up. That's all they're doing. They didn't know what part of the cycle they entered on, what state or position they're in currently. They have no clue. They didn't calculate their risk to reward. They're just rolling the dice and winging it. That's all that's happening, guys. That's all you're doing. Every morning you wake up in the market and you say to yourself, I hope today's the day I can go to the moon. You're just praying and wishing. There is no skill behind your trading whatsoever. None. Zero. Zilch. You're just guessing. And based on this trade to the upside, let me pull this back. Risk to reward, you got to know what it is. Based on that entry, I know what I'm risking. So I know where my reward is. I know what I'm going for on every trade I take before I enter it. I don't pick some random number and say, oh, I'm hoping to get 2% on this trade, 2% on the next one, 2% on the next one, 2% on the next one, 2% on the next one. No! Your trade dictates what your risk to reward is, not some random whole number. All your trades will be different. Your risk to reward on every trade you take, for the most part, is going to be different. And why do you have to do that? Because of market cycle. You got to know the market cycle. Where does the market cycle turn over most of the time? 8 out of 10 times, the market cycle is turning over when? 80% of the time, where does the market cycle turn over? VIP, please tell them. You ready? One-to-one. Mark that down. Okay? Mark that down. And you're going to learn all about the one-to-one and two-to-one in that VIP. We are going to teach you all about one-to-one and two-to-one. Okay? Folks, it's time that you start learning how to trade. This is a skill. Okay? This is a skill. 92% of people fail, not because they can't do it. They're not willing to take the time to learn how to do it. And why is that? Because most traders that come into trading are desperate. And what are they desperate for? They're desperate to make money. So they need to make money now. That's not how this works. You're never going to make money now because you're coming in with the wrong mindset already. Why? Because we have no control over what? What did I just talk about? What did I just talk about? Why do 90% of traders lose? Because they come in desperate, looking to make money now. You're not going to make money now. You don't know what you're doing. How are you going to make money? The next thing, traders, very important. Are we ready? You are never looking at your profit and loss when you are trading. Never. When you get into a trade, how many of you are doing this? You're in a trade. You're looking. You know what you're doing? You're trading your emotions based off your desperation to make money. How's that going to work out for you? It's not going to end well, is it? You trade the setups based on risk to reward. The profit and loss will come after. At the end of the day, you look at your profit and loss. You do not look at it when you're in a trade. You will not make good, informed decisions because your emotions are going to get in the way on desperation of making money. Do I have to repeat that? If you are looking at your money and your profit and loss, how are you supposed to stay in a trade for 5 minutes minimum to be a real trader when you get the move to the upside, you get this pullback, okay, because a market cycle, and you see your profit and loss going down? What do you think is going to happen? Oh my God, I got to get out. It's going down. It's going down. No. It's going. Because you're looking at the profit and loss. You shouldn't be looking at the profit and loss. You should be looking at your setup. This is an A+ setup. It's just a pullback market cycle. That's all it is. You are on cycle 1 right here. Cycles run in 3s. You haven't even completed 2 yet. Where are you getting out? The market cycle runs in 3s, everybody, and you're going to have a whole training on that in the VIP. All right? Get the profit and loss off. To be a good, consistent, profitable trader, how many months should you be green for? In a simulator. And this is why 92% of traders lose their money and lose their accounts, because they come in desperate for money, they open a real account, they trade, they lose, they trade, they lose, you become a statistic. We are going to put you in a simulator. You are going to trade the real live market in the simulator. 6 months. You must be green 6 months in a row in a simulator, because we base our success in trading over the course of months. If you're green for 1 month as a trader, does that give you the okay to say, let me put my hard-earned money on the line now? No. If you are green month 2 and month 3, no, it's still not a big enough size. 6 months green consecutively in a simulator. That's not all, my beauties. That's not all. Minimum 350 trades. Now everybody's like, they all went from saying, oh, I can do that. That's easy. Now they're like, oh, shoot. 350 trades over 6 months. I'm never going to do it. Well, then how are you going to do it when you open your broker account and put your real funds in there? Does that make sense? Let me go. What do I say every weekend? Here are the keys to the car, honey. Go learn how to drive. Well, I haven't taken a driving course yet. I've never driven a car before. No, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do it either. 6 months consecutively, based on what we teach you. And here's the one thing that VIP traders or any traders make the mistake of. They immediately, because they're desperate for money, attach to their being that they really did 6 months green consecutively, and they never really did it. So when they open up a live account, they don't have enough trades under their belt in a simulator. So they're a nervous wreck. They're a mess. They get out too early. They start building those bad habits all over again that they started with. And now we're building bad habit. Here we go, because they lied to themselves. You must keep the promises you make to yourself with everything you do. Everything. Okay? If you are red on month 5 for the month, you start back over on month 1. Why? Because you don't want to lose your hard-earned money, folks. You don't want to. Why would you want to lose your family's money? Does that make any sense? If you can't do it in a simulator for 6 straight months, minimum 350, you're not going to do it with real money. It's not going to happen ever. Okay? And you don't have to join us. Join somebody that has an education on trading. It could be anybody. I don't care who it is, but still apply this rule to it. All right? Does it make sense? Listen to me. I want to have a real honest conversation with you right now, okay? Take the ego out of this conversation. I want everyone right now to do this. That's ego, your ego saying goodbye. Everyone do it with me. Ready? All right, the ego's gone. And also, we got to finish off those roses. Let's think about this for a second. You are a new trader or a trader who's been trading for a while. You're not doing very well. That's everybody. We were all like that. 9 years here, 9 years, okay? We all have been through this. We're not doing well. But we got to be honest with ourselves that we suck at this, okay? Until you say to yourself, I suck at trading, period. I suck at it. I'm not good. You're not going to turn the corner to get better. It just won't happen because you convince yourself you're good, but you're not good. So we have to tell ourselves we suck at this. Okay? Traders Base says, Voss, but everyone will do good in a sim account because sims do not give you a sentiment for money. Traders Bait, I will bet you right now you can't be green in a simulator for 6 straight months, minimum 350 trades. I will put a bet on it right now. I will bet everything I've got on that. Forget about the sentiment for money. Forget about the money doesn't matter. The money, see, you're doing it again. Money, 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 money. The money is irrelevant. That is the problem of why all of you are losing. Everybody, money, money. You see the emotional attachment? You see what I'm saying? It's like an addiction. Get rid of that addiction. I am telling you right now, and all the other educators that are online have all said the same thing now. You must be green in a simulator for 6 straight months, minimum 350 trades, or you are wasting your time. I know what your end result's going to be if you don't do this. I know what it's going to be. Okay? You're not a profitable trader. This is what, so you're telling me, Trader Bait, out of 100 people, you're one of the 10? No. No, it ain't happening. You're doing the ego thing that I just talked about. You're doing the ego thing. If you can't be green in a simulator for 6 consecutive months, minimum 350, don't do this. Don't do it. If you don't have the time to do this, don't do it. Because you're just going to lose. I promise you, you are going to lose. Mini Truck says you are spot on with your analogy. Thank you, brother. It's the truth, guys. Listen, I wish I could come on here and say to you, you start trading now? Okay, you'll be profitable in 24 hours. That's not realistic. It's never going to happen. I'm not going to lie to you about it. This is hard. Trading is hard. Not the technical analysis or the price action part of it. I'll teach you that. It's you. You're in the way because you got money on the brain because you're desperate. Woo! You send me a trader who's not desperate, and I will teach them how to be amazing. Good winner. I will teach them how to be a good trader. Okay? You give me somebody that has no desperation attached to this trading thing, I'm going to make them a good trader. I'm going to make them a great losing trader. It's that simple. But most people are coming in with desperation. Too much baggage. Baggage, convincing themselves that they're good at this. They're not. You're not good at this. You are not good at this. I'm telling you right now, you're not good at it. How many of you have been green the last 6 months? Minimum 350 trades. How many of you, well, forget the trades. How many of you have been green the last 6 months in a row? And VIPers don't answer that question because some of you are. You're going to get the truth in my VIP. You're going to get the truth, folks, whether you want to hear it or not. Because this is serious. This isn't a game. This isn't a hobby. Oh, I'm going to try trading. I'm going to try the gym today. It's New Year's Eve. I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try a small business. I'm going to try a new job. This isn't that. You got to get rid of that mindset. Okay? Yes, I took it so that we can't BAN or MUTE anybody anymore. We want them in here. They drive the ALGL. Look at it today. It's booming. They drive it, traders. Let them, they'll disappear. Don't pay attention to them. Just they'll disappear, I promise. We still got roses on the board. Big Chief, show me your 6 months consistency on live accounts. Look, hold on, everybody. Big Chief, he's got arms cut off. VIP, You know what I'm talking about? Pick things up and put them down. They all have that characteristics. Right, Sue? They all have the same. Show me your profit and loss. With my cutoff shirt, I pick things up and put them down. All my trades are posted into VIP every day, big boy. You worry about getting a tan there. But if you're going to have those arms out, get a tan at least, would you? Yes, they'll be in the VIP under like Doug Ho or somebody. By the way, VIP, WAP is cracking down on using your not real name. They will report you. It is identity fraud, so I wouldn't do it. They're going through everyone's account. Miguel, what's up, baby? All right, what else? What else are you all struggling with? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. What else are you struggling with in the markets? Cleopatra, using a fake name as your identity. It is illegal. So don't do it. Especially in this day and age, do not do it. Retesting. Deity, retesting. Yes. So let me ask you a question, Deity. You get a move to the upside. Where are you looking, Deity, for a retest? What is the major retest level? You get, this is your move. Let me do it this way for you, okay? Let's do it this way. You get a move to the upside. These are your green candles. Deity, where are you retesting? Listen, everybody, this is important. Where are you retesting? The big one, Deity. Where's the big one? Boom. Okay? If you get an event at the 25 level, boom, you're going. Because when we can get an event at 25%, this move to the upside is going to be big. And we teach you on the VIP how big it's going to be. Okay? We teach you. If you come back right here to the 50%, you can look for a move back up to the high. But remember something, traders. 70% of all new highs fail. 70% of all new highs and all highs fail. Remember that. So a lot of people, they get in. It's a new high. We're going to the moon. No, you're not. You're not going to the moon. You're about to fail. So get out of it. How to join the VIP? I go. It's easy, guys. Just go to the website. The Voss. Look, www. TheVossTrading.com. Just type that in. www. Or just type in TheVossTrading.com. Or click the link in my TikTok or YouTube bio. This is my only account. These are my only YouTube and TikTok accounts. If anyone, I will never DM you. Never. If anyone DMs you, report and block them. New screenshot. A lot of crybabies in here today. What are they crying about, JDM? Well, because they're getting the truth, you know? Guys, I don't want to have to be hard and give you the truth, but this is trading. This is real life. This isn't playtime, okay? We're not playing video games here. This is real trading. You can do real damage to yourself here. All right? So you got to take it as serious as if you ever taken anything before in your life. How many of you false move to capture liquidity from traders? False move to capture liquidity on traders. Wizard, why do all of these amateur traders use these terms, liquidity, fair value gap, opening range breakout? Why do they use all this nonsense? Thank you, Wizard. Thank you. Thank you. Would you like to know what he said? Because they lose. themselves sound smarter. All right. What are we going to do? Thank you. Hail the fair value gap. Baking wizard, yes. Got a lot of wizards. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of wizards that come in and out of these lives, right? A lot of wizards, but 92% of them don't do so well. So how do we have all of these wizards, everybody? Put it in the chat. How do we have all of these wizards when 92% don't make it? Thank you, Simba, for the follow. I appreciate you. Wizard or... Oh, we love them. All right, everybody, let's do roll call. Bill Boyle, Laurie Smith, Money Talk, JDM, Only Dan. Finish off those roses, my beauties. Come on. Marcus, D-Dem, 8-Figure, Jules, Bill Boyle, Kay Braden, yes, Joe Trevelyan, Crane, Goddess, yes, Andrew the Believer, Mr. Dave. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Ethan, Anya. Marcus, thank you. Kayla, baby, yes it is. Hammer, Sue Felicia, Laurie Smith, Rhea, Powder, Duco and the Purple Dog, yes. Let's go. Let's go. We love you guys. We want to help you. That's why we're on here. I truly want to help as many people as I can get the blueprint of how to trade properly. Okay? Guys, you can do it. But you have to take the emotions out of this. Too many of you are too emotional. We all were. Trust me, I was there too. I was emotional as hell. I was probably more emotional than anybody you ever met. You can ask my wife. It didn't go well in the beginning. All right? So you got to learn how to trade. Once I learned how to trade and I learned everything I was teaching you, some of the things I was teaching you, it really started to click. Like JDM right now, it's clicking for him, baby. He's been with us 2 years now, right, JDM? He's one of our coaches. He's learned it. And he puts in the hard work, man. I told him we were separated at birth. There's no doubt about it. I love you all so much. We'll be back on tomorrow morning, everybody. We're going to do the whip zone tomorrow, so be on for that. You got to know the whip zone. Get in that VIP. Start learning how to trade. Because by Monday, if you take the time this weekend to watch all those education videos, you're going to learn a lot, man. There's over 70 hours worth of education videos in there for you. And we review your trades every day that you take. You're going to upload them into our system. We're going to review them. And I train you every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. live. So it's this times a million every Tuesday night. All right? I love you guys. Have a great day. Give somebody a hug today. Do good in the world. Let's all make this world a better place. I love you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Zen. 8-Figure Goat. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate all of you.